Welcome back, everybody, to What the Fact? I'm Marci D. Episode 2 of What the Fact. Statistics, random stats, being brought to you, for you, from me, and I hope you enjoy. Tell a friend, tell a foe, because we all deserve to know a little something, something. Let's see, last episode we talked about the number of children entering the emergency rooms per year. I promised that I would bring you some of the breakdown stats of the reasons. I'm sorry, I didn't do that. Let's move on. We will move on. A lot of things happening in the country today. I try to steer clear of the news because it's always in our face anyway. Right. The other day, I saw a parent. I was in a phone store, and I saw a parent, and she had a 1-year-old. There was a gentleman with her as well. She had a 1-year-old, or therearound, just walking in the back of the store, unsupervised, and she was on her cell phone. And I overheard her comment that particular store manager had been the manager who had been there previously, and he had mentioned that she should get her child. Well, this is another case, another day, and obviously she didn't learn. The child was around the counter, rummaging through things, waddling here and there. Could have gotten hurt. No regard for responsibility for the child's safety, anything. So rather than adhere to the advice the gentleman had given when she was there previously, she just let the child continue to do his roaming, as curious children will, in fact, do. But there needs to be some restraints when you're in public in an area where you don't see what's happening with your child. In fact, you don't know what's going to happen to them, what other people are going to do to them. So you should want to keep an eye on your child, especially a baby or a toddler. I don't know what's wrong with America. What the fact? Let's get it together. Let me give you a fact. Colors. Today's topic is going to be on colors. You know, colors can help relax you, or colors can agitate you. And colors can ease the mind and create a sense of tranquility and calmness. Or colors can cause anxiety and restlessness and unease. So today we're just going to do give a couple examples of colors and what they do to the mind and how you can use them to relax, to create an ambiance that will say something about you and what you expect in your life, and outcomes that you want in your life. So let's hit it. Colors. These colors trigger relaxation, and I'm going to hit on creativity colors as well, but relaxation. Let's hit with blue. Blue is a color that I truly hate on myself when it comes to clothing, but I do love the color of the sky, and I can appreciate the fact that the water is blue because I'm a swimmer and I love to swim in water. Obviously, I don't swim in anything else. But blue creates a sense of tranquility and relaxation. Green is a sense of refreshment and balance and harmony. There are other colors such as taupe, beige, gray, shades of purple like lavender that will help relax you and help stimulate your focus, and openness, and create a sense of simplicity, including the color white. It opens up a room and it tends to clear the mind. People like to clear things and have it white because it does create a sense of clarity. Let's move to the contrasts. The contrast would be the colors that invoke feelings of jarring feelings of discomfort and agitation and anxiety, almost like scratching a chalkboard. Well, those colors would be neon colors, bright orange, hot pink, and bright purple. Yeah, those colors are not me. I don't like the brights. But I do want to buy a fleet of cars that are similar in those colors. What are those cars called? Kia Souls. I want to own a set of maybe 4 Kia Souls in those bright colors to cause people to look in an agitation, like, what color is that car? And then they'll see the sign of my business on that car. So call me when you do. Colors that cause stimulation. Let's see. That would be the cause. Let me clear that up. Colors that stimulate creativity are yellows and soft oranges and reds. So enough said about that. But those happen to be the colors that are out there that help stimulate creativity. We touched on creating a sense of agitation and anxiety, restlessness and unease. And then also the wonderful things like the refreshing balance, harmony, calmness, openness, relaxation, and focus. Focus is necessary in today because it's so difficult to focus with so many things coming left and right at us. Have you all noticed how now in society most people are looking down, down, down? Well, we know why. Where's mine? It's because of the phone. Yeah, that's right. I don't want to down technology and the phone, what have you. But we are moving away from things we used to appreciate. Things like looking at the sky, the trees, our surroundings, being observant. Probably, case in point, why people are getting kidnapped today. They're not on their P's and Q's when it comes to looking both ways. And that's why people are getting hit, not looking across the street. I've seen it. I've seen with my own eyes mothers literally walking several feet in front of their toddlers, and they're using the phone. All they have to do is stretch out their hand and hold that toddler's hand. Ridiculous. The child didn't have to get hit with a cart that was sliding down the parking lot of the store. So, parents, do better. I said this last episode, we need to do better. And those who know need to share with those who do not. Those who do not, open your ears because you're starting to look a little silly. I don't know if you noticed this, but typically we don't kill our kids. Typically, we don't abuse our kids. You know what? If you want to abuse your child, do what you want to do to your child to yourself. Or ask somebody to do it to yourself and see if you can tolerate that. And guess what? If you cannot tolerate it, you need to do 1/25 of that less. Because a child is 25%, well, I don't know the stats on that, even though this is random stats. The child is much smaller than you. And to be able to endure what you're going to give something of another adult, no, they can't endure that. That's retarded. Excuse the term retardation and retarded for those people who might have children who are, on the spectrum, etc. I'm not referring to that type of condition. That's ignorant. That's what I'm talking about. Ignorance. Time out for the ignorance. There is no more excuses. You have to do better. And if one reason you're not doing better is because you weren't taught how to do better, I invite you to continue to listen to my podcast because I hope to help curtail your habits. Because habits such as that are not acceptable and will land you in jail. Who wants to be in, unless you just need a free bed and a free food for the rest of your life. So, hey, I'll go kill a kid. Is that what you want? Or what's your MO? You need to lock a child in a closet or hide a child beneath the floorboards like some of these ignorant parents are doing? It's ridiculous. Yes, you might be able to tell. I have an agenda here. And my agenda is talking to parents because it doesn't take rocket science to raise a great child and a happy child. You guys have gone on too long thinking that just because you can make a baby, you can hurt a baby. You need to grow that baby up so that that baby can thrive. It's not difficult to have a child that's thriving and happy. What do you have to do? When you make the decision to have a child, know that it's going to come with responsibility. And you either love the responsibility and embrace that responsibility and carry out the functions necessary to raise a child in a safe, happy environment that encourages and promotes education, or else you give the child up for adoption and you don't go through your pregnancy mutating that child's brain with drugs and alcohol, knowing that you're going to give the child up for adoption. In the best case scenario, you'll take birth control or the day after pill so you don't become pregnant. But there need not be another child brought into this world to parents who refuse to be parents. There is no way in heck a window should be open in the middle of winter and that baby not have a blanket on the bed or clean PJs. You parents need to be better. And you know what? You parents need to be. Forget the better. You parents need to become parents. If you have had a child, become a parent. Hopefully, while you're pregnant, you'll take some classes. You'll hold a fake baby that cries 24/7 so you can build up your tolerance to continual need and noise so that you can calmly know what to do. You're not doing it, people. And then you're handing your children off to people who are abusing the children or neglecting the child. And let me move forward. Feed that child. What is up with parents buying all these frozen dishes full of salt, that sodium, calories and sodium, sugar, salt? That is not food. There is zero nutrition in those meals, people. It's just causing your child's teeth to rot early, and they're not getting any kind of vitamins to function properly. Please consider feeding your children things that you make. All you have to do is Google how to make a hamburger, how to make meatloaf, how to make a turkey loaf, how to put green beans and carrots inside a meatloaf so that the children don't see it if that's something they don't care to eat. How about eating this yourself so that you can show the child through example, yum, yum, these vegetables are delicious and good for me. It helps vision. It helps metabolism. Come on, guys, what's up? These children, all they've had closest to a vegetable is a potato chip. And that is not even a vegetable. Not really. I mean, it's a starch. Y'all, come on. Get it together. You cannot do the same thing you did as a single individual once you become a parent. Not in the same household of the child. And you can't neglect the child and leave the child for the weekend and go do your partying. This is what's happening, guys. Come on now. We need to grow up and become humans again. Put the cell phone down as if all you're seeing is how to get your butt big and how to get your waist small and how to attract this man who ain't even going to care about you or this woman who ain't going to even care about you. Whatever you're into, myself and I. I just go regular. No gins and spin gin, whatever. Whatever you want to do, do you. I don't promote it, but do you, because nobody can change it. Okay. But, allow your child to be a child. Don't let them run wild. That does rhyme. I'm aware of that. But allow your child to be a child. Don't let them run wild. It's so much, guys. It's so much. I had to see if I was recording there. I'm gonna cut this one short today because I don't want to lose your attention. I don't want to lose my viewers. But I do want you to know this, and I want to leave you with this. Colors. They're important. But the only color you don't want to see happen to your child is black and red and blue. Those are bruises and blood. Watch your children, people. Time out for the nonsense. It's time to grow up and become wonderful adults, wonderful parents. Put those cell phones down and tablets down. Take a walk with your child. Make sure your child has on the proper clothing. You don't want to have your child just in a diaper going to the store with 25-degree weather. I understand a mother did that recently. Come on, what the heck is going on? I was going to say the heck and devil. But what the heck is going on? You guys have a responsibility and you're not carrying it out. Do you know how this makes you look? Do you know how this makes you look? It looks like an idiot. Come on, be the good parent that I know you can be. You may not have had a great example, but you'll be the example. It's not that difficult whatsoever, and it makes you feel good when you do a good job. Do you remember what it felt like to do a good job? Did anyone ever reward you for doing a good job and say, good job? Good job, Shanika. Good job. Whatever. I don't know these names, even though my children have names like that. You know, good job. You did a great job. Or during high school, elementary school and high school, good job. I'm so proud of you. Well, be proud of yourself. And I'm so sorry if that's never happened to you. But if anyone's ever told you a good job or job well done or encouraged you, know that that has to come out and you have to say that to your child. And if it didn't happen to you, know that this is something your child needs because you need it. You need it now. And nobody's telling you. That's why you're so influenced by the media. Because you think, oh, that needs to happen to me before I'm accepted. No, you're accepted just the way you are. You be you. You see this big ponytail I got on the back of my head? I'm being me. That's me. And do I care about anyone's opinion? No, because you don't pay my bills. I pay my bills. And thank the good Lord I'm able to. Ain't nothing but the Lord keeping me, y'all. Who's keeping you? Because I can guarantee you it's not the adversary. So I'm going to say it and I'm going to say it again. Get it together. Color your world. This is what the fact! And everything I've laid on you today is a fact. Let's get that out of our lives, people. Let's do better. These are stats. Random stats that you can use. Tell a friend, tell a foe. We always got something we need to know. Peace! Calling all artists, writers, producers of merch, musicians, politicians, preachers, preaching in church. We need the athletes, comedians, all influence who all give a damn about society and what they've been through. In the violence and prejudice, corruption, abuse to children, animals, and seniors, in addiction and use. A united front for justice to a world that's been torn, a revolution. We declare war on war.